Number 6, we're going to replace this splice and go all the way back just beyond the metal, so it's going to be 84 inches long and 3 inches deep. For whatever reason, number 7 was in pretty good shape, and interestingly enough, in whatever holes and cavities there are, there's what looks like putty. So what we'll probably do on this one is just replace 1 inch along the top. Number 8 sill is one that was replaced here by people using the materials and knowledge that we had at the time, and it really it's right as far as the width is concerned, but it's out too far. It's also what I think is spruce, and it's not the right kind of wood, and it doesn't have the rabbet out in the back. So we're going to replace this one, even though physically it's not too bad. It's just not correct for this. Now, looking at the tops of these sills, right across the middle of this deck area are steel plates. These are reinforcements because under them is the steel bolster, and that's where the strain comes when the car is running. When you put the electricity to it, the truck will try to move, and the force it's transmitted to the coupler has to go through these bolts, and as a result they'll rock back and forth and eventually would wear their way through the steel, through the wood rather, if there weren't some kind of reinforcing. Now, none of these plates are original, and the way we can tell that is, there are several ways that they can tell that. First of all, they were cut with an acetylene torch. The edges are quite rough. Maybe you can get a detail of that. I think it shows up fairly clearly on all of them. Second of all, they are too wide. Probably the standard width of plate that they could get was 6 inches, and yet this is 5 inches, and I'm pretty sure that if Laconia had built them, they would have been only 5 inches. And third of all, they stick up a little too high above the sill itself. The outer ones, on number 1 and number 8, are about 1/4 inch plate. Now, why they were thinner, I don't know, but it's got a very rough edge, so this was something that was done in Sanford. There are 2 bolts going down through it, down underneath to the bolster. And there are 2 in every one, as you can see. The sides on this are nice and even. The ends are cut with a torch. We can probably use most of these, if not all of the larger ones again. When you get to the center, there's a double pair, and that's where the center bearing is, straight underneath where the 4 bolts are clustered. And through the center of the bolster and through the center of the truck is that kingpin, which looks like a great big nail that goes down all the way through into the truck. And that helps hold things together if for some reason you should have a derailment and the car should come way off the track.